So finished coaching Monday night, 9 PM, locked up, sorted myself out, locked up the gate to the site and decided to run home, which is just over 5k, or sort of 3.7 miles ish. But obviously being back on in the morning for a 6:15 start, that means I've got to run back in. So run home, and I'm going to explain what the mechanism was and the thought process and the mindset behind this very shortly. So good morning Tuesday. So a little under 8 hours later, and I'm going back the other way. So back the other way, back into work. So Tuesday morning run into work, and it reminds you that if you can have that discipline to get up early, there's no better feeling than getting up and getting your training done. And the truth is, less variables, right? Work hasn't started, family won't need you as much, so it's a win-win. So running into work, getting it done, negotiating this runnable incline. People in this area like to call this over hill. I guess it is, but in reality it's just a runnable incline. That's all it is. Love it. Boom. Just going to do a quick resistance session, so it'll be a real in and out session. I've obviously ran in this morning. I then coached spin, and I actively coached spin this morning, so I was on the bike. For those of you that don't know, this is my space. Neil Marsh Health and Fitness, studio cycling in the corner, rig for all your lifting. We've got the various bits that we need for all of our hybrid sports, but I'll show you around that another time. But I'm just going to go and do some deadlifts. With those bars, 40, 50, 70 kilos, just get back in on that, get some resistance going. And probably we'll just test the upper body slightly as well, but see how it goes. So it's been a busy week so far, busy week of coaching, just coaching these guys now. They are doing a functional fitness circuit, getting it all done. It's just in the middle of this. Then we've actually got a race tonight, so 5k Summer League for high runners over at Saffron Walden, race number 5 of the series. I might take you with me, I don't know, but I'll be doing my training there later, doing a 5k run. So Friday morning, the morning after the night before with the 5k summer series. So just went out for a run this morning. There is a training session later as well, I think. I do just need to check the plan, but yeah, I thought I'd get out for a recovery run after last night. Full send on the 5k summer series. So with my running club, we have a 5k summer series, and it was race number 5
the series last night, and nice flat course, full send. Tested it a little bit just to see where I'm at. Happy that I went under 30 minutes. It's been a while, but just came out and met some of the team this morning who do a regular run on a Friday, which I tend to attend every couple of weeks when I'm not coaching on a Friday morning. And I managed to get out there and get 5k done. Very muggy though, but hot one. Love it.
Welcome back. If you've been here before with me, and if you're new here, then thanks for being here and taking the opportunity to listen. So I said in that video just there when I was running that I would talk about the mechanism as to why I decided to run home that night, and why I decided to then, obviously that would force the run on in the morning. Well, here I am, and I'm just going to put it out there that I want to thank everyone up front who have stood by me and supported me and still believe in me right now, because this video has been filmed a few times in the last six, 7 years. The restart, the reset. And for me, I've been on a bit of a yo-yo. There's been some good moments in the last 6 years in terms of my sport and performance and in terms of my health and lifestyle. But what I want to say is I'm done. I'm done now. I'm done with feeling sick. I'm done with the health conditions, and I'm done with being trapped inside. And the reason I use that phrase is because I feel like the real me is trapped inside a bigger body right now, an unhealthy lifestyle, an unhealthy person. And I go back to pre-pandemic times, 2018, a bad injury. Things went really well for me 2017, 2018 in terms of the fitness and sport and performance. And then sort of around this sort of time in 2018, plantar fasciitis hit me, and anyone who's had that will understand that injury. It hit me, and then it was one thing after the other. After that, the shoulder went, the body was breaking down. And the reason I'm here is not about subscribers, not about followers, not about monetization of a YouTube channel. That's why most people do YouTube. For me, I'm here because of accountability, because I'm sick and tired. I'm not depressed. I'm not here looking for any sort of sympathy, but I'm sick and tired of starting over. And it's been a process that has gone well for me at times, and then something's happened. And I'm a coach. I'm a qualified coach. I've got a sports and exercise science degree. I've done an Ironman. I've done ultra marathons. I've done multiple triathlons and marathon distance races. And if we rewind back, I came out of uni in a very obese state and very unhealthy state. And I went from fat man to Ironman in about a 5-year period. And that's 10 years ago when I completed that Ironman. That was 5 years into the journey. And that journey continued very well until sort of this time, June, July in 2018, where injury hit me. Since then, there's been a multiple of things that many of you have been through as well. We all went through the pandemic, and there were things that got to us and things that have changed my world. And there's been lots of good things as well. I've become a dad in that time of now 2 boys. And first and foremost, other than my health, I want to be a good role model to those boys and to show them what health and lifestyle and exercise means, and how it can give people a huge advantage, but also get people out of that pit of misery that I was in sort of 15 years ago when I finished university, and how running and exercise and setting challenge gave me that platform to not be in that state, that depressive state, that bad place, and it pulled me out of it. And then Neil Marsh Health and Fitness, High Runners, the Purple Army, it's all arisen from that, really, in that moment where I didn't want others. I wanted a platform where others didn't have to suffer, and that could show them that they could do anything they wanted if they just believe in themselves and they just back themselves, because we have to start with ourselves. And I've not been starting with myself, and I'm being blunt and as truthful as I can be right now. I've not really started with myself very often at all. There were many who have been loyal and remain loyal and great people over the pandemic that talked about how all I did was put everyone else's needs first before mine, and eventually that took its toll, and things went bad for me. And things went bad for me health-wise as well. Liver disease, pre-diabetic. I've just recently booked in a blood test because I'm concerned that the position that I found myself in the recent weeks and recent months is similar to how I felt back then. The body's breaking down, the signs of that creeping back in, and I've got those bloods checked, ready to be checked. That appointment is in, and by the next video, I very much want to be able to share with you where I'm at, and I guess that'll be a baseline, and we'll see if I've unfortunately gone back again, or if I've managed to maintain some sort of health around that. So it's been a challenge. It's been really hard, and the reason I'm here, and many know that I posted these types of videos really successfully a long time ago, when I did the first journey, Fat Man to Iron Man, but many people who have remained loyal, and I thank those people, will know that I've posted these videos in recent years and tried to restart, but the talking's done. But what I realise is that when I have accountability and I put it out there and I put big challenge out there, that's when real change happens for me. The accountability of doing this and sharing it with the world and putting it out there, that for me always seems to be the thing that can make this work. Don't ask me why. I don't know why, but it's what works for me and has always worked. So this is all about accountability for me. And I'm here because I've got some major challenges and goals that I want to set. And some people have torn me down in the past and will continue to tear me down for having big challenge. History tells me most of the time I achieve those great challenges. And I've got some pretty big goals, and some people have raised a few concerns, but in the right way, about whether they think these new challenges are achievable or not. But I know they're achievable, and I know that with this process that I'm going to go through, trusting that process, believing in strength and conditioning, believing in lifestyle factors, that I can achieve those goals. And really, that's all that really matters. And as a coach, if I was looking at someone from the outside with the goals that I'm about to set, again, it would be very much based on a few things of where that person is mentally with those goals. But I would also say yes, it is achievable. So historically, I've found that big challenge and accountability to others has always helped. But what most people around me recently have thought is accountability does tend to work for a lot of people, and I appreciate that, but not for me. Accountability for me is doing this and keeping that diary, keeping that vlog, and showing you what I'm doing. And if this, if nobody watches, that's absolutely fine. It's not about that. It's about me having that record of showing that I went through this process for me. This September, just a few months away now, I'm going to be 39 years old. And at 40 years old, they say that you don't get second chances and you don't bounce back. At 38 and 39 years old, I can tell you that my body is not bouncing back like it used to. And I've got 2 young kids at home. I've got a partner. I want to be a better dad. I want to be a better partner. I want to be the best version I can be so that I can lead by example and we can live a healthy life as a family. And I just want to be here to record the everyday for me as well. This is about accountability. This is about being that partner, being that dad, the building of our already great community and the Purple Army, and our rise up to being a big player in the hybrid fitness space here in the UK, and being a group of people that are really relatable and that people get on with. And that's what we keep getting told that we are. And I really appreciate the feedback I get externally about our Purple Army. And this is going to be a vlog that is all about the whole package, all about accountability. So I'm here to be accountable to myself and to anyone who chooses to continually watch. I apologise if this isn't for you, but if you're still here watching, maybe it is. And I'm going to vlog this journey. Sometimes it'll be a day in the life, sometimes it'll be a workout in the life, sometimes it'll be a week in the life. It depends how it'll be, but there will be a weekly video update. I'll also be on Instagram showing you what I get up to as well. And the recording of this video, for anyone who wants any sort of specifics, is actually, I had kind of done a bit of this before, but I just had a real inspirational moment and found someone very similar to me over in the States who I've been following for a while, and he's in a very similar position. And I've just seen the video and sent a note and realised that I want to just make sure this part of this video is correct for me and gets it out there. And hopefully I've managed to get that across so far. It's a very vulnerable position, admitting that, but you know, I've neglected my health while trying to help others, and there's nothing worse than the out of shape person preaching fitness and health and lifestyle, and I do appreciate that, and I'm humble enough to admit that, and very vulnerable in this moment to admit that, but I wanted to get this bit right, so I'm saying that now, and I'm being accountable, and this is a vlog about my journey, my big goals, my health and lifestyle through setting challenges and achieving those challenges. Being a good role model as a dad, a better partner, a great coach, a great example to the NMHF Fit Fam and High Runners, and going back to the principles that I've always been about. There are people that will hopefully be watching this video that I guess I would want them to see it because they don't really know. They've been around like 6, 7, 8 years at High Runners, and they actually don't really know the true side of who I am and what I can bring to the party, and what I can achieve on a personal level, but as a coach as well. And I'm sick and tired of being stuck, the athlete being stuck inside, the coach being stuck inside, the mental headspace where you listen to the two people that are being negative who used to be your mates and then forget all the good and positive things around you. So I'm sick of it, and it's time, and there's big goals. So the big goals I've got, and I'm going to go into it in a little bit more depth. My big goals are as follows. I have a goal for a Hyrox doubles. I have a goal for a Hyrox open solo, and I have a goal for a Hyrox pro solo. I have previous PBs in all of those, and I have a set of goals, a strategy set out to achieve those goals. I've got a coach. I've had a coach for a couple of years now, and she's been unbelievably amazing while having a crazy world of her own and an amazing couple of years of her own. But she's been brilliant for me, and I've learned so much from my coach, and I will continue to work with my coach so that my programming is correct and I can bounce things off of her, and we can talk about things and get it right. But for me, this is all about accountability, and I've got those goals set. I'm ready to go, and I'm looking forward to the journey. But I'm here to be accountable, and that's the biggest thing for me. And by big challenge, posting these vlogs, I'm ready for it, and I'm excited for it. So the rest of this video is very brief, but it's just a couple of bits from the first training session that I've got on with this week. And you saw the run and the action for the run, and now that hopefully explains it a little bit more. And I'm looking forward to this process. So I'm going to sign off here. You'll see the last few bits, and then I hope you will check in, and feel free to leave a comment. If this isn't for you, then don't subscribe, don't follow it. There's no pressure there. But I'm going to do what I do, and I'm going to go back to the things that I'm about, and we're going to start right here, right now, and we're going to dare to dream. We're going to make it happen, and we're going to do what probably makes me happy. absolutely love it. Boom.